As a charitable organization, our program won't begin with a grand opening reminiscent of the Olympic Games, the Primetime Emmy Awards, or a presidential inaugural celebration, but rather with an award to a man who has produced these very things and so much more. He has consistently chosen to produce programs that share the best in the human experience, from the celebration of our most cherished monuments to the greatest international events. Over his 35-year career, Don has captured an invaluable wealth of historic moments that were televised to millions of viewers around the world. These include Michael Jackson performing his first moonwalk, Muhammad Ali lighting the torch at the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta, and Prince performing Purple Rain in a downpour at the Super Bowl halftime show. Don served as producer of We Are One, the Obama inaugural celebration at the Lincoln Memorial, several Kennedy Center honors broadcasts, and dozens of specials featuring the biggest names in musical entertainment. It seems only natural that this man who has given us so much larger-than-life experiences should be a giant. Please welcome Don Mischer.
Thank you. I'm very honored to receive this recognition, and I'd like to express my deep appreciation to the International Radio and Television Society and to the Library of American Broadcasting. As a young boy growing up in Texas, I fell in love with television. I was in middle school, what we call junior high school, and it just swept me off my feet. Anytime I went to an event, I cared more about the television coverage and the cameras and what was going on than I did about the event itself. And I built in our garage, I turned the garage into kind of a sound stage and put old bedspreads up to make curtains, and I made television cameras out of cardboard boxes, and I would put paper towel spools in as lenses. Then in college, I experienced the 60s, and I know many of you did as well in this room. And there was Vietnam, and there was the civil rights struggle. We lost Dr. King, we lost Bobby Kennedy. In July of 1969, Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. And television kind of enabled me to experience these things in a meaningful way. But Friday, November 2nd, in 1963, was a day that changed my life. We lost our young president. I was in Austin with a group of a couple of hundred other people who were going to what was then Bergstrom Air Force Base to receive John Kennedy. He was on his way to the airport in Dallas to journey down to Austin. And as you all know, he was shot in Dallas. That was a gut-wrenching and catastrophic weekend. But when I look back, it's really clear that television helped us as a nation share our grief in this most difficult time. In its own way, it brought us together, and it helped us find the strength to carry on and get through. I've often said that on that weekend, that November weekend in 1963, television really came of age, in our country. And this is what, at that point, I just made a decision. This is what I want to do. I was on my way to getting a PhD in sociology. I had completed my master's degree. I just said, I want to work in this medium with its power, its impact, its immediacy, and its entertainment value. It was simply irresistible. That was a long time ago, and I've been fortunate to have done many things, from Olympic ceremonies, both Winter and Summer Games, to the Hong Kong handover to China in 1997, Oscars, Kennedy Center honors, many music specials with so many people. But, and I just consider myself exceptionally lucky to have been able to have made my living doing something that thrilled me so much. A lot of people don't understand it. They say, why do you put yourself under that kind of stress? I can tell you that when you're in a control room and you've produced, that is created, produced, and you're directing something like the Olympic ceremonies, and the clock is ticking down, 10, 9, 8, you're about to go on the air, and you know that 80% of the planet is going to be watching, there's just no feeling like that. I mean, a lot of people feel terror, but for me, it was always like, my God, you're so lucky. Don't make a mistake, because it's a very bad place to make a mistake. But it was wonderful. So I just want to thank you again, and I just feel very fortunate to have received this wonderful recognition today, and I will treasure it, and thanks to you all. Enjoyed being here. One other thing. I used to live in New York, and I've been living in LA for a long time now, but it gave me a great opportunity to come back and see my son, who just graduated from NYU and is living in Brooklyn now. So anyway, thank you.